Patrick, and I'm the director of the Division of Rehabilitation Services. The Division of Rehab Services, we partner with people with disabilities so that they can reach their dreams, their life goals through education and employment. Part of my career has been to work with people with disabilities in terms of bringing social change. There are organizations called Centers for Independent Living that 50% or more of the board, management, and staff have to be people with disabilities. Those sort of structures of having disabled people being in charge of an agency achieves the goal of the Americans with Disabilities Act around people with disabilities can make decisions and they can be really powerful. I started working in those agencies. I've worked in 4 different ones in the Midwest because when I was in college, I was a student organizer for people with disabilities. And we had an issue where the transportation was going to be cut off from one of our fellow students with disabilities. And so we organized, and she actually fasted in protest to the changes, and so we got media involved and all sorts of pressure to make the change. There's actually a term called the ADA generation, and so these are young people that are younger than me that have been, their whole life has been post-1990 when the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed. And yet there's still discrimination that's out there. They're calling for us as the older generation of people with disabilities to be more relevant. Things that maybe we tolerated as an older folks with disabilities that truly aren't acceptable. And so they advance and push. The celebration of the Americans with Disabilities Act and Disability Pride are really important. The Americans with Disabilities Act legislated, it said in law here in the United States that people with disabilities are valuable just as we are. Advancing the rights of people with disabilities from our point today, there's still so much more to do. Our own department is partnering with the governor's office to phase out a legal practice currently, which is to pay people with disabilities less than minimum wage for their labor. Disability pride is a radical, really a radical idea. And so let's be rebellious together and celebrate people with disabilities.